There is a moment that every mom experiences. Maybe it's the first time you hold your baby in your arms. Maybe it's the first time you wake up in the middle of the night just to make sure they're breathing. Maybe it's that first time that you put their needs before your own without giving it a second thought. It's that moment when you realize this love is different. And then it hits you. This is how God loves us. This is how God loved me and you. Unconditionally, patiently, sacrificially, and through the joy and the struggles, through the late nights and the long days, through every season of life. Love is the foundation of motherhood. Let me just tell you, the kind of love that gives, nurtures, and it sacrifices. But beyond the cuddles and the sweet moments, love is also wisdom in action. Today, in this episode, we're going to get into the heart of the matter, how motherhood mirrors God's love, and why wisdom is the key to sustaining that love, and how we can make intentional choices to reflect that love in our everyday lives, especially in our homes. Hi, friends. Welcome to Start Living Sustainable. I'm your host, Cynthia Harvey Brown. In this podcast, I'm going to help you discover sustainable ways to improve your overall health and well-being in your home. And I'm going to show you how to do this without spending a lot of time or money, all in partnership with God. Yes, if you're ready to show yourself some love, experience a new level of wellness, build faith, and align your values with God's vision for your life, then you're in the right place. Pour out the diet soda, and we should talk about those yoga pants. Let's have some serious fun in today's episode. Before we dive in, let me ask you this. Does your home feel like a place of peace, or is it adding to your stress? Love isn't just about how we feel. It's about creating a space that nurtures, protects, and supports our family's well-being. If you're ready to bring more peace and intention into your home, and especially setting up your nursery or a place for your baby, my home detox guide for setting up a nursery that's sustainable, I'm here to help you do just that. I want you to grab a wellness call with me so that we can get started. And I want you to know that it's possible. I want to be able to help you build a home that reflects that love, the wisdom, and the rest that you're going to find it's necessary for you as a new mom. I'll never forget the time I truly understood God's love in a whole new way when I was a new mom. It was one of those nights when I was so exhausted. My baby just wouldn't settle. I rocked and rocked and rocked and whispered prayers. And I wondered, does he even know how much I love him? How much I do for him? And in that quiet, overwhelming moment, being tired and exhausted, but willing to sacrifice for love, I felt it. This is how God loves me. Just like my baby didn't fully understand the depth of my love and how I cared for him, I knew he wasn't aware of how I stayed up so he can sleep. God does the same for us. He loves us. His love protects and provides, even when I don't see it, even when I don't understand it. And that love, it changes everything. So let's talk about that. What exactly does motherhood teach us about the God kind of love? Number one is love is sacrificial, and it's worth it. God's love is sacrificial, and so are moms, right? Think about all the ways you give of yourself every day as a mom. Your time, your sleep, your energy, your heart. Real love isn't about what we get, it's about what we give. And God's love for us is the ultimate example of this. He gave his son, his only begotten son, for us, not because we earned it or deserve it, but because he loves us unconditionally. So ask yourself, how has motherhood deepened your understanding of selfless love? And what's the one moment recently where you gave of yourself in love, even when it was really hard? Another way we can learn as mothers about God's love is that love requires wisdom, not just emotion. Have you ever found yourself running on empty? You know how that feels, trying to give and give and give as a mom without refilling your own spirit? Love without wisdom leads to exhaustion. That's why God doesn't just call us to love as mothers. He also calls us to seek wisdom. In Proverbs 4:7, it tells us wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all that you're getting in your life as a mother, get understanding. As moms, we need to seek God's wisdom in our parenting, in our choices, and in how we care for ourselves as well. Because we know that there's no manual that comes with parenting. So, could the Bible be the parenting manual that answers those questions for you? Where do you go when you need the answers in this season of motherhood? Ask yourself, am I making decisions from a place of peace and wisdom or from pressure and exhaustion? Love creates a safe, peaceful home. This is the third way that we know we can learn from God's example of love. Think about how much the environment in your home matters for your baby. You instinctively want to create a living space where your baby can feel safe and where they can grow and thrive. God does the same for us. He calls us to dwell in His peace, to rest in Him. And as moms, we have the opportunity to create homes that reflect this same peace, not just physically, but also emotionally and spiritually. I want you to ask yourself, does my home feel peaceful or is it filled with stress? What's one small change that you can make today to bring more peace into your home? If these 3 lessons regarding motherhood resonate with you and you're ready to bring more peace, wisdom, and intention into your home, my Home and Body Detox Guide is for you. It's the perfect next step, and you'll find it by going to startlivingsustainable.com. Again, that's startlivingsustainable.com. So to recap, the heart of the matter, the love, the wisdom is very much a part of motherhood. So what did we talk about today? Well, one, we talked about motherhood and how it is the clearest reflection of God's sacrificial, unconditional love. And love isn't just about giving, it's about seeking wisdom and making choices that sustain us. Lastly, our homes should be places of peace, reflecting the love we carry in our hearts. So, Mama, let me ask you, how can you live out love with wisdom today? If this episode spoke to you, if it spoke to your heart, don't let it stop you. Take action. Grab my home detox audit session. Let's set up a nursery for your baby that aligns with your values. You can start creating a space that nurtures you and your baby with love, peace, and intention. Mama, you're already designed. You were created to love and to nurture. Let today be a reminder that you're also deeply loved. Just as you pour into your baby, God pours into you. Let His love sustain you, guide you, and fill you with wisdom in this season of your life. You are seen, you're loved, and you're never alone. I'm so grateful that you spend your time with me today at Start Living Sustainable. I look forward to seeing you next week for another episode. Thank you for joining me here today at Start Living Sustainable. Please take a moment and head over to Apple Podcasts and leave me a review. That really lights me up. If you were encouraged or blessed in any way, show your love and share the episode link with someone that you know that may benefit. Thank you so much, and until next time, God bless you, sis.